Well, hey there, I'm Miss Dorothy coming to you from my kitchen. Now, a few years back, I had to switch to gluten free, and let me tell you, it was a learning curve. But I've figured out the best tricks. And today, I'm sharing my favorite gluten free substitutions and tips so your cakes, cookies, and bread turn out just right. Now, gluten is what gives baked goods their stretch and chew. When you take it out, you have to replace it with something that'll give you structure and moisture. Here's what works best for different recipes. For cakes and cupcakes, use a gluten-free flour blend with starch, like tapioca or potato starch, because they keep things soft and light. I also add a binding agent like xanthan gum or psyllium husk so the cake doesn't fall apart. For cookies, almond flour or a mix of rice and tapioca flour keeps cookies nice and tender. And here's my secret. Chilling the dough before baking helps it hold its shape. For pastries and pie crusts, a mix of rice flour, tapioca starch, and cornstarch makes for a flaky crust. And always add extra fat like butter or coconut oil to keep things tender. Now, baking is a little science and a little magic. But when you're going gluten-free, you've got to understand the science behind it. Binding agents. Since there's no gluten to hold things together, you need something to do the job. Xanthan gum, guar gum, psyllium husk, or even a flaxseed egg will help keep your baked goods from crumbling. Leavening. Gluten-free flours are denser, so you need extra lift. I always use an extra quarter teaspoon of baking powder per cup of flour. It gives things a better rise. Moisture retention. Gluten-free baking can dry out quick, so I add a little extra liquid, milk, water, or even yogurt to keep things soft. But don't go overboard, or you'll end up with a gummy mess. Now, I've made every mistake in the book, so let me save you some trouble. Don't overmix. It's important to just mix until things come together. Overdoing it makes things dense and gummy. Don't use too much liquid. Gluten-free flours need more moisture, but adding too much makes things soggy. Add liquid a little at a time. Ensure everything rises properly. Always add that extra baking powder or soda to help your baked goods rise. Use the right flour, or better yet, make your own. A 1-to-1 gluten-free flour blend works great for most recipes. But if you're making something like bread or pastry, you might need a custom mix. Now that you've got my best gluten-free baking tips, I hope you'll give them a try. Don't be afraid to experiment and find what works best for you. And if you've got a favorite gluten-free trick, share it in the comments. I'd love to hear from you.